Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, dear students? I hope everyone is fine and be healthy. Today we are going to study another phylum of the kingdom Animalia, that is Phylum Nematoda or roundworms. In the previous lesson we have studied the phylum Platyhelminthes or flatworms, their characteristics and their classes. And in today's lesson we are going to study the phylum Nematoda or roundworms. They have round shapes, because of that they are called roundworms or nematoda. If we come to look their body structure, they have bilaterally symmetrical body shape. You know that what does bilaterally mean. In the previous lessons we have studied the body plans of the animals. Body plans of the animals, we had many types of body plans: radial symmetry, bilateral symmetry and asymmetry. So the roundworms have bilateral symmetry. What is the bilateral symmetry? If we draw a midline in the center part of the living organism, if we get two equal parts, in that case we can say that it is the bilateral symmetry. So roundworms also have bilaterally symmetrical body shape. Another characteristic, that is their bodies are long. In the shape they are long. In the size from 1 millimeter to more than 1 meter, and they are thin. So we can say bodies are long and thin, and the size is from 1 millimeter to more than a meter, and they live in soil, in mud. Also they can live in the water. These are the places of their living, and some of them are free living. In the environment we can find they are free living, they are not dangerous, but some are the parasitic types. We can see parasitic types, they are parasites. You know what does the parasites or parasitic, or they are found in the bodies of the living organism and they cause disease. So some types of roundworms are parasitic, and their food is from some other living organisms. So we can say they feed on algae. If you remember the lesson from the algae, blue, green algae, and many types of brown algae, golden algae, red algae, many types of algae we have studied in the class lessons. So they feed on algae, some plants and some organic matters or materials. These are the types of their foods which can they obtain their food from these living organisms. And they remove wastes. Waste products are removed by some structures or organs which are called protonephridia. We have studied the protonephridia in the previous lesson, the phlegm-like cells or structure. So protonephridia are responsible for removing the waste products from their body. Another characteristic, that they are important in the decomposition of matter on the land, mud and water. Why? Because they are decomposer in these places or in these materials, because they live in these. Before we mentioned in soil then they can live, or land, and in water, in mud. So in these places they can decompose some matter. It is a very important part of the roundworms. Now we are coming to their body systems. They have digestive system. You know what is the digestion? Digestion is the process in which the large molecules of the foodstuffs are broken down into their small particles. So this system is named as the digestive system. Roundworms or nematoda also consist of the digestive system, or also they have the digestive system. If we look, they have a complete digestive system. A complete digestive system is seen in roundworms with two openings. If you remember, in the previous phylum which we have studied, or in the previous lesson, that was the phylum Platyhelminthes. And Platyhelminthes got just one opening in the center part of their body, which was working as both mouth and anus. They can eat from the same structure and they can remove the digestive waste products from the same way. So we can say in the platyhelminthes we have just one opening, but in the roundworms it is inversely. They have two openings. How many? Two openings. And these openings work as mouth and anus. From mouth they can gate, and from anus they can remove the waste product. So we can say in the roundworms we have two openings, mouth and anus, which are different from each other. If we look to their reproductive system or reproduction, they usually have separate sexes. Male and female are different from each other. They are not hermaphroditic like platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes were hermaphroditic. Hermaphroditic means the living organism which are consist of both male and female reproductive organs, testes or ovaries. Both organs or organs of the reproductive system we can see just in one living organism. Because of that point, they are called hermaphroditic. Now, the platyhelminthes are hermaphroditic, but the roundworms or nematodas are not hermaphroditic. They have separated sexes, and internal fertilization is seen in their body. Many roundworms are parasites. If we look, they are parasites. They are parasitic. They can cause disease in the body of other living organism, and they cannot provide or make their own food by themselves, so they need to a host to get their food. And here we have some examples of the nematodes that are well-known parasitic nematodes. For example, hookworm, it's a type of roundworm, and pinworms, ascaris worms, filaria, which cause elephantiasis disease, and trachea. Trachea is also another type of roundworm. If you have got any question in this part, you can ask in the WhatsApp group. Inshallah, I will share some of the links of the videos which are belong to the life cycles of these phylums. You can get those links from the WhatsApp group. If you have got any question, please share with us.